good morning, welcome to my kitchen. I'm gonna be prepping my brushes, my makeup brushes. I usually do them every week or every 2 weeks depending on the time I have, but I love clean brushes and I'm gonna show you guys how I prep my brushes for flawless makeup install. So it's early in the morning, the sun is gorgeous, just hitting right. Yeah, so these are my brushes right here, and I use dishwashing soap, or if you guys have like a face soap that you like, you could use that, or Dove. The Dove unscented soap is a really good one to use, and it depends on your skin and what works for you. I have combination skin and a lot of things don't really break me out, so I use the dishwashing liquid and it works for me. I've been using it a long time, so I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. Here are the brushes, and here is my soap. So this is what I use to kind of just scrub the brushes on, and I picked this up from Amazon. I usually take out the big brushes. As you can see, they're really dirty. This is 2 to 3 weeks of use.
And I grabbed these, fill up my container with warm water, put the brushes inside, and I pump a generous amount of liquid soap in it. I kind of just swirl them around for starters. So you get them wet, and the pre-wash. Take them out, you put them inside a sink. You kind of just squeeze out the dirty water from these ones, and you just repeat the process.
So I grab the mat and I kind of just wash it out at first. As you can see, the process just started and it's already looking a lot much better. So I basically just swirl it around on the braids, rinse it off, and wash. I'm gonna pump 2 pumps of liquid soap and repeat the process. And as you guys can see, the brush is, the water that's coming out of it is no longer dirty, so it's nice and clean. Rinse that in the sink and I repeat the process. And these are for the big ones. I do not have any sponge to show you guys how I wash those, because I've just been loving my brushes lately, preferring them over the sponge. I don't know, the application has been better. So you basically just swirl around in circles until the water is, the soap or the foam is no longer dark. So you see this one, and you soak in the brushes first in the hot water. It makes it easier. Out the brushes is literally just running out. You could apply soap as needed. For example, this is the foundation brush, so it usually has more product buildup in the brush, so this takes like 3 to 4 times before it's clean, as you can see. You could run it under the water, and I'm using hot water. When I'm rinsing them, I use both warm and cold water.
I wanted to show from a different angle. I wanted to show you guys how I kind of just scrub the brushes on the silicone mat. The grids on the mat help out a lot. So this is a second wash because this is like a foundation brush, so it has like a lot of products in it. So turn on my hot water, wash off my mat, and repeat the process. And when you're using hot water, it makes the process so much easier. Products get out the brush faster. So now you could really see that the brush is nice and clean.
Also guys, don't soak the brushes for too long in the water, because the brushes will start coming off. Like this one, I don't know if you can see, it's coming off, but nothing some crazy glue won't fix. These brushes, I've had them for a while. Most of them are from BH Cosmetics, Elf, Eco Cosmetics, and Morphe. But the ones from BH Cosmetics, like this one, I've had since probably 2 years now, and they are amazing.
So now I'm just going in and rinsing out the product out of this brush. You really got to make sure the liquid soap is washed out and rinsed out of this brush properly, because you don't want your face breaking out, especially if you do have sensitive skin. After I wash them, I place them on my paper towel over there. So these are the smaller ones, and these take longer, as I said earlier. So what I like to do for this one is actually grab my container, get my pump, a liquid soap, and pump it inside the container. After I pump it, put a generous amount, and I grab the brushes, 2 at once, and I just start swirling them around. So repeat the same process. This time is without the silicone grid. That's what I call it, y'all. I don't know what it is. So before I put them on the silicone grid, I try to take out as much of the product as possible. And I pretty much just repeat this step for all the brushes. Before I bought the silicone thingy, I usually just put it in my hand and do it like this. Circular motions, run your water, and yeah, repeat the process. I know the product is out when I put soap on it. Run it under the water, and no product is coming out. White and clear. Guys, think about all the buildup that you have from these products in these brushes, and you keep reapplying your makeup with them, and how bad that is for your face. That is really detrimental. Especially people with acne prone skin. I used to struggle with acne, and I don't know, I think my acne stemmed from like hormonal acne. It was never the makeup brushes, because I said I've been washing my brushes before I got really good brushes. So you know those brushes you pick up from the beauty supply store, some of them aren't always the best. So when I had those, I was still washing them, and all the bristles used to come out the brush, and it was a hot mess. And I usually have to replace them like often. But since I got these bad boys, life has been so much better. For the small ones, I usually just like rubbing them in the primer, my head middle, and washing it out. It's so much faster.
Yes guys, so I'm all set, and this is how I lay them out and allow them to dry. If you really need to use your brushes, you take a napkin or a clean towel and dry your brushes and use them. So instead of you damp them with like setting spray, they're already damped.
Guys, as you know, when you finish washing your brushes in your sink, you grab your Clorox bleach and you spray your sink and clean it.